everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Gamer Logic. I'm Mike Murtis, and it's been quite a while since I've done a recent pickups video. I really haven't found anything of significant nostalgic value for me up until today. I recently, actually today, just went over to Trade and Try Games in Woodstock, Illinois. It's their second location. They actually have another location in Harvard, Illinois. But Trade and Try Games has the modern stuff, but it also sells the retro stuff as well. I was there for their grand opening, and they had a great selection of modern stuff and a decent selection of retro stuff. And like any store when it first opens up, your retro stuff is going to be based on your trade-ins. So if you're a retro gamer and you got stores opening up in your area, always go and check them out when they first open, and then give it a couple weeks. Let some stuff come in there. Some people actually prefer to go in there every day, which you can really get some great stuff. I know one place, actually, they have a regular customer that comes in there every day, and he scored a box copy of Ninja Gaiden Trilogy, which is really, really awesome, really hard to find, and really expensive. So you kind of play it by ear. Me personally, I wait a couple weeks, or wait a month, and just see what comes in general. Because then you have really nice amount of stuff to pick through and see what's there, and that happened to be the case today. I went to visit the store and walked out with a lot of awesome stuff. So let's talk about what I picked up. We got a box copy of Darius Twin here. Really good SNES side-scrolling shooter, one of my favorites. I believe I do have a copy of this, but I do not have a copy of it boxed. And taking a look in here, we got the game in its packaging, and we got the manual too, which is always great. Really love getting box copies of Super Nintendo stuff. Next up is Outlander from Mindscape. And this is an interesting game because this was actually supposed to be a Mad Max / Road Warrior game. And for whatever reason, Mindscape lost the license to it, so they changed a couple of things and they just named the game Outlander. Now this is kind of funny, just a little bit of trivia here. An NES game called Journey to Silas, or Journey to Silas, was supposed to be a Terminator game, and that was from Sunsoft. They had the game about 50% complete, and they lost the license, so they had to change the plot function of the game and everything. Well, that game, that Terminator game, actually came out later, but it came out under the Mindscape licensing company. So, kind of interesting that the licenses kind of got flip-flopped on them. Another great game here, and this is Fatal Fury 2. Of course, the Neo Geo and the arcade version is going to be the best version of it. But in the box there, very nice. Really enjoy the Fatal Fury games. We got two more here. Kirbys Avalanche. This was a fun Kirby puzzle game, and I saw it in the box, and I haven't played it in quite some time, but I thought I'd pick it up. And next up, we have Warlock. Now, people freak out because they see the LJN, which, really thinking about it, I don't know if there were too many LJN SNES games like there were Nintendo games. I actually thought LJN was finished after Nintendo, and I really thought Acclaim made this game. Now, this was another movie-based game. If you're not familiar with the Warlock series, I believe there's 3 movies in total. But I really, really like this game. And actually, the last time I played this, I think it was like in 5th grade, so it was a very, very long time ago. But it's like a platformer, and you play a magician, basically, who is chasing down the Warlock and trying to stop him. You get all these different spells and powers. A lot of fun. Also, I picked up some player's guides, and these are player's guides that I don't think I owned before. At least one of them I may own, I'm not sure. But 3 of them that I'm almost positive I don't have. And that first one is the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. The whole guide for that, which is really awesome. I know how to beat the Link to the Past because I play it like crazy, or used to play it like crazy. But having the guide is just so cool because there's some good artwork in there, and you got the maps. And you got a really great story beginning to it too, which is really nice. Of course, my cat is coming to wreak havoc on my game boxes here. Next up is Super Metroid. Now, Super Metroid there was a lot of stuff you could do in Super Metroid. And I've never seen this book before. I knew it existed, but has all the maps and everything. And Super Metroid is a game that I have to go through and play again. Just a fantastic game, but very nice there. And next up, this is the one I can't remember if I own or not. Maybe I'm getting it confused with the NES version, but this basically covers all sorts of Super Nintendo games. It's kind of like a quick look at codes and maps and stuff like that. It's got Gradius, it's got Final Fight in it, and looks like Super Mario World and a couple other things, which is really cool. It's always really nice to own the old Nintendo Power NES players, guys. And finally, we have something that I've actually been looking for quite some time, and that is the JVCxi, which I saw this in the glass and I was like, oh no, I'm probably going to have to buy this. And of course I did. But what the Xi is, it's essentially a Genesis and Sega CD in one unit. And that has a lot of advantages. One, it's one unit. You don't have to buy an attachment, an extra Sega CD attachment. And these days, Sega CD units don't work too good. I have the Genesis and Sega CD and 32X, and I got a lot of read errors off the Sega CD, and I think it's a unit that's eventually going to die very soon. So the fact that this is built in, it's one unit, is just very, very, very nice. Another nice thing is the fact that it's got the RCA outs right on it, which is really cool if you're doing the Sega CD. And I believe the Genesis actually has a separate out, which is kind of interesting. But comes with the controller, of course. It's actually a JVC Genesis cord and all the attachments. The other major awesome thing about the Xi, one power adapter. One decent sized power adapter. And that's cool because if you have the Genesis and you have the Sega CD and you have the 32X, that's 3 different AC adapters. And he was even nice enough to attach a copy of Spider-Man with Kingpin there. That's one I actually don't have. So this will be very nice. I'm actually going to put this downstairs in the family room to do a couple testings on. One to see if that Genesis flash cart works with the Xi, and so I can actually play Snatcher downstairs and let my wife take a look at it, because it should be pretty fun. But overall, a good bunch of pickups today. Got some box Super Nintendo stuff, some old school player's guides, and an Xi. You can't go wrong. So if you happen to live in the Illinois area, or you're passing through, definitely check out Trade and Try Games in Woodstock, Illinois. Met the owner. He's a very nice guy. Go check his store out. Very cool. This has been another episode of Gamer Logic, folks. I'm Mike Brutus. Take it easy.